Hey, everybody. Hello. We are just about at 3 o'clock. So I'm just getting Instagram going here. And if you're here, say hello, drop in the chat, you know, put a hello on YouTube. You do have to put it in the chat. Otherwise, I don't know you here in YouTube, in Instagram. Um, I'll know you're here because I'll see you pop in. But welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Zadamo74, welcome, welcome. Look who's here. Good to see you. Yeah, so it's just 3 o'clock. So let's get started. Starting straight away, lots going on. When isn't there, right? But let's get started. So we're starting with general messages for this week ahead, and that will be hello and happy Sunday to you. That will be August 14 through August 20 are the messages that I'll pull. Now, of course, if you come to this video on August 21st, the cards still resonate. The cards work for you when you come to them. I really do believe that. I know it. Okay, James, hello. Okay, let's just get started. So the beginning, for those of you who are new, the beginning part of this reading, I am pulling general messages. This applies to everyone. You take what resonates with you, you take what's helpful for you, and work with that. And then after that, I will pull cards for anyone who has a question or just would like a request for a general card. Okay, so I just ask that maybe you hold off any requests until after the general reading, because otherwise I might not see it in the scroll, right? Okay, so general messages, I'm starting with the deck Whispers from Lord Ganesha. And again, this is for August 14 through August 20. And I'm getting a card for Monday, Tuesday. I will pull a card for Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll pull a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right here. Wow, thank you, Ganesha, straight away. And again, I'm pulling a card for Monday, Tuesday, but if that energy resonates with you today, Sunday, take it. If it works for you on Wednesday, take it, okay? So Monday, Tuesday, we start the week with determination. And it's number 21. So in tarot, we see that as the world, and then we also 2 and 1 is 3, which can be the Empress. So starting the week here with determination. Stick to your beliefs. Stick to what you believe and what you want. Hold your ground. Don't be locked down, because the world card is about things coming to an end, and then we start this journey all over again, right? And the Empress is all about just wild manifestation and creativity and birthing and like abundance galore. So as you start the week with determination, stay on the path. Don't get locked down and don't become rigid, because then you may block something that you didn't quite see could come around and benefit you, right? So if we're so fixed, we sometimes miss something. So be open, be flexible, but don't give up on your core belief. Got that? Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, we have acceptance. Acceptance. And this is number 39. So if we, again, reduce that to tarot numbers, that's 12, which would be the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about surrendering to what is. The Hanged Man is about not taking any action, but just letting things be as they are. And so in the middle of the week, there's some acceptance. There's just, it is this way. This is the way it is. And so rather than fight it and push against it or perhaps deny it, just let it be, Because in that process of just allowing and accepting and just letting things sit, that's where the things get moved through. That's where the healing happens. And then that's where the new stuff starts to come in, right? But there comes a point where we have to stop the doing. We just have to stop the doing and just be. And that's what's coming up in the middle of the week. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have decision. Good glory, these cards. Here you go, YouTube. It's decision number 31. And we can look at that as the emperor. But so at the end of the week, there's a decision. And we're going to have some clarity there. We're going to have some understanding. And we're going to be in a better position to make a choice, to make a decision, to accept or reject or say yes or say no. We will be in a really good place to do that. And being that it's of the emperor is just that is a solid foundation. The emperor is number 4. And the 4, if you look at, probably many of us are sitting on a chair or a sofa, there's 4 legs. When you eat dinner, you're at a table, there's 4 legs, 4 corners in a room. It's what holds things together. And so it comes from a very, very strong, stable place. So when we put these messages together, we start the week with determination. We know what it is. Deep here, we know, but we're not going to push and force. That is not what's going to happen. In fact, we know it so well that we can be at peace with it and just let everything that's around us, just let it be. Don't try to convince anybody. Don't try to change any minds. Just let it be. Because in that space of just surrender and gaining just new information, new insight, new ideas that just comes from being, then that ability to make that decision very clearly is with you. So that's what I have for general messages for this week. My goodness, I love that reading. Wow. And Lord Ganesha, we think of Lord Ganesha is the remover of obstacles, right? And we go to Lord Ganesha when we want to start again, when we want to begin again. So it's lovely that this was the deck that I chose, and these were the cards. Really loved that. Okay, so I am opening up. Hello, YouTube folks joining. Hello, hello. Good to be here with you as well. Thank you for being here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Let me open it up to questions or requests. You can put it in the chat, and I will pull a card for you. And maybe you have a specific question, or maybe you just would like just a card because you just would like one. Yes, wonderful cards for the week. I think they were so great. Like really, sometimes that word empowering gets a little, I don't know, taken over by, I don't know. I don't know. But it is an empowering reading, I think. So Rising Vibes, I have a general card for you. Shri, I see a general card for you. How are you? Mia, a general card for you. Absolutely. So let's get a card for Rising Vibes here. General card for Rising Vibes. I know you're driving and you'll get back to see the image. And I'll hold it up for you so when you come back to it, you can see. And I am using a Goddess Guidance deck for you, Rising Vibes. So I have for you, Rising Vibes, need to know and do. And I have Maeve, Cycles and Rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So here you go, Rising Vibes. And it's cycles, talking about the world, which was the card that started this week, right? So really honoring that rhythm, honoring that cycle, honoring the time when we need to put all of our energy out there. We need to be doing all of the work. We need to be sowing all of the seeds, watering, weeding. We got a lot of work to do. And then there comes the time where all we have to do is tend. We just have to nurture and tend. And then there comes the time that we reap, right? And we gather. And then there's the time where there is no action, everything goes fallow. So, really being mindful of everything in our life runs on a cycle, including our own bodies. We get up every morning and we go to bed at night. Like that is a cycle. So, really honoring that and paying attention to what may need to move through another step in that cycle. Okay. Shri, we're coming back for you. I am doing well, thank you. Okay, a general card for Shri. Let's get Shri a general card, and I am going to Sacred Traveler for you. Okay. And then Mia, I'll come back here for you. So let's have a card for Shri. Ooh, I got it. And it is Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. Wow, I love the images on this deck, on this card. Look at, you got like Pan, you have a little fairy sitting up here in the tree, the full moon, you have a little elf down here, another little fairy perhaps, and it's journeying by moonlight. Believe in the magic. And I think it goes back to, here you go, YouTube. I think it goes back to the card for Rising Vibes in terms of cycle. I mean, we see the moon, and the moon, if there's one thing that is a cycle, it is the moon. And so journeying by moonlight, believe in the magic. So trust all of that. Trust, like walk yourself with the moon. If the moon can be there every day, every night, even if we can't see it, we know it's there. Just like the sun. The sun shines even on the cloudiest day. The sun is still out, right? And so journey with that and honor the cycle, honor the changes, honor all of that. Because again, it goes back to also the middle card of this week of acceptance, when we can just be and be in that moment. That's where the magic happens. We're not doing anything, right? Nice. Okay, coming over here to Mia. Hey, Corey. You are welcome for being in today. Thank you for coming in today. And I will pull a card for you. So Mia, let's get a card for you, Mia. And I am going to Neo Tarot for Mia. And then I'll come back here to Corey. I don't think I missed anyone on Instagram. If I did, maybe post again in the comment. Zadamo, I see that. I'll get your card as well. You're welcome, Shri. Wishing you a great week. Okay, let's get a card for Mia. Oh, Mia, did you see this one stick right out? I did. Okay. King of Cups. Ding, 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 ding. King of Cups. So this could definitely be someone that we're in a relationship with. And it's someone who's really available in terms of heart. Like just, yeah, if you want to be in a relationship, being with the King of Cups is great. Also tapping into your own King of Cups energy. So taking your emotions, your feelings, your relationships, your own intuition, taking them to the next level. That's what comes through for you. Really, like leveling up is what's coming. It's not a term I usually use, but that's what's there. So leveling up in your heart space. That's what I got. Yeah, that came through clear as a bell. Hits home. Good. Yeah, leveling up. Nagar, yes, put your question in the chat. Anne, I will definitely get a card for you. I've got two cards over here. So let me get a card for Corey. A card for Corey. Corey, I think I'm going to the power of surrender for you. Okay, let's get a card for Corey. A card for Corey. Okay. And we have surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treated by others. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So, taking a look, doing an inventory. Here you go, YouTube. Doing an inventory of those around you. Any relationship, right? I mean, I don't know, toxic, I don't love that word. Um, because it suggests that there's something wrong with a person. And I don't think it is. I just think that we all go through our own journey, our own life, our own pains, our own joys, and sometimes they don't align, right? Doesn't mean that the person is toxic. I mean, sometimes we can say that, I know, and say, oh, it's really toxic, but really they're suffering. But it's not always ours to take on, right? And it's not ours to always walk that journey with them. So pay attention to that and step away. You know, do you have to end the relationship? I don't know. Look into that. Or maybe it's just stepping back and redefining the relationship in a way that works better for you and ultimately for the other person. Okay. Zadamo, I know you asked for a general card, so let me get a card for you, and then I'll come back here to Nagar, to Anne, and then Nagar, okay? And hey, if you are not subscribed to my newsletter, you can do that in the description below on YouTube, and you can do that in my bio on Instagram. So I would encourage you to subscribe to my newsletter and hit a like, hit a love. Okay, Corey, definitely fitting for what I'm currently working on, checking in on my core values and ensuring I'm still living, walking aligned with these values. Yeah, and the unhealthy relationship doesn't have to be necessarily another person, right? It can be our relationship to something. And that could be what you're talking about your values. Like your values may have shifted, right? And so your relationship to what was maybe is ready to be moved on, a cord cut there, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Okay, I needed to go back here to Zadamo, right? Zadamo, let me get you a card. I am going to Wandering Star Tarot for you. And then popping over here for Anne on YouTube. So let's get a card for Zadamo. Let me see. Ooh, making a little mess over there. Okay, Zadamo, we have the Hierophant, number 5 of tarot. The Hierophant. I love this card deck. Here you go, YouTube. So the Hierophant shows up in different ways. But I think with the messages of this week, I think what it's saying to you is get in touch with your own beliefs, because it goes back to the beginning of the week of determination, acceptance, and then decision. So getting in touch with your own beliefs. We have people who shape us as we go through life, right? We have people who give us, they teach us things, just like an older dog does that with puppies. They teach them how to be a puppy, right? How to behave, what's good dog behavior. We have people who do that for us in our lives. And then as we go through our life, we get to make some decisions on how much of that we want to keep, how much of that we want to work in furtherance of, how much of that we realize just doesn't align with us. And what happens sometimes in life is that we don't do that revision. We just take everything we've been told and we believe it 100%. And we think that everything should be that. But it won't be, because it's not in alignment with us and it isn't going to work. Just like Corey was saying, checking in on values and alignment. And so this is showing up here to say, check in on that. Check in on the things that you are holding on to, and just revisit it and say, is that me, or is that something I've been told? That's what I have for you. Okay, coming over here to Anne. Anne, you have a card for Frank's feelings. Well, Anne, Frank isn't here, so we can't ask him his feelings. But we can pull a card for how can you be comfortable in your relationship with Frank, regardless of Frank's feelings, right? Because if you don't know Frank's feelings, I don't know Frank's feelings. But it's really you. Frank's going to feel the way Frank's going to feel. How do you hold your space? And for that, I'm going to get a card from Angel Answers. Okay, Zadamo. Thank you, Noelle. It resonates. Oh, I'm so glad with you. Thank you for joining. I think this might be your first time here. Hey, Cecilia. Okay, Anne. Let's get your card. Oh, I think I have two here for you, Anne. So let's see. I don't know why I'm having difficulty with my table. Okay, I have two. And my goodness, they almost look identical. Well, that's interesting because we're talking about Frank and you. So this is interesting. Be assertive and yes. Be assertive and yes. Here you go. Look at how similar those two cards are. So in terms of Frank's feelings for you, again, I could pull some cards about that, but I'm more interested in how do you maintain you, Anne, regardless of Frank, because you can't control Frank, you can't control his feelings. It's nothing you can do about it. Frank's going to feel the way Frank's going to feel. But you being assertive is what's important. You standing up for yourself and holding your own space is what's important. And being flexible to say yes when it feels true. And yes may also be you feeling something about Frank that you couldn't put your finger on. And now that you're not so worried about how Frank feels, but you're really more focused on you, all of a sudden it's going to hit you in a way and you'll be like, yes, what? So be open to that. Okay. Nagar, my question is that true that Hamid is going to pass away in a few weeks ahead? I don't know, Nagar. I'm not a fortune teller. So I don't know if Hamid's going to pass away. Yeah, I can't give you a yes or no on that. I'm sorry. That's not a question I would pull a card for, but I will happily pull a card for you just to support you. So allow me to do that. And I would be more comfortable with that. Okay. All right, let's get a card for Nagar. Let's get a general message for Nagar. Cecilia, if you'd like a card, let me know. Okay, Nagar, here's the card I have for you. It's choosing your path. All is possible. Lovely, lovely. Here you go. Instagram, choosing your path. All is possible. And again, it goes back to the general messages of this week of determination, acceptance, and decision, particularly the decision, choosing your own path. And your path will be clear to you. I mean, you can see looking out over this just vast land of like, wow, imagine everything that's out there. So anything is possible for you. It really is, right? You just have to believe in it and you have to trust yourself and it has to resonate with you, right? I mean, you could think, "Oh, I think I should be an astronaut next week." You know, that's great to want that. But really, is it realistic? No, you need to go to school and do some things, right? But it doesn't mean it's not possible. So just keeping things in check, but really believing in that choose your path. No one tells you. It goes back to the Hierophant card. Was that for Zatamo, right? It goes back to the Hierophant card. You get to choose. People tell us things. People tell us you should, do this, do that, but you get to choose. Okay, Cecilia, let's get you a card. I am going to go to my tarot deck. You're welcome, Nagar. Let's go to a little Rider Waite for you. And let's have a general card for Cecilia for this week. And what does Cecilia need to know for this week? I think I've got 2 cards for you. Okay. Oh, well, so lovely. 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. What a darling pair of cards. There you go, YouTube. 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. So there's lots of reasons to celebrate. There's lots of reasons to get together, a gathering. A friend of mine used this word a while ago. She texted me and said, should we have a gathering? And that word resonated with me like deep inside that I love it and I have been using it because I just love what it means, a gathering. And so there's lots of reasons to do that. And it may involve people that perhaps you are working with, right? Maybe some of your students or parents or colleagues. It could definitely involve that. But it's definitely a gathering and a celebration of collaboration, of working together, of efforts put together to create something. That something was born because of individuals' input to make this new thing. So the number 3 is the new thing, right? We have 1 and we have 1. And when those 2 come together, something completely new is born, right? And so have fun with it. Have fun with it. Qué bueno, eh? See, I know. I love it. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'll pull one more here. I have Angel Connections with Ash. Hey, good to see you again. Let's get a card here for Angel Connections with Ash. Yeah, those are good little cards. They made me feel really uplifted, Cecilia. You are welcome. Okay, one more card for Angel Connections with Ash, and I am going to Goddess Guidance right there. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't been super consistent. This is life, but when I can be here, I love being here. So this is what I love to do. So thank you. And of course, you know, if you want your own personal reading, be in touch with me. I have time on my schedule and I would love to pull cards for you. And again, subscribe to my newsletter if you would. You can do that in the descriptions. Yeah, like videos, share. I would appreciate all of it. So Angel Connections with Ash. Ash, what I have. Oh, wow. Okay, we have Mary Magdalene, unconditional love, and we have Diana, focused intention. Ooh, and that comes right back to the first card for this week. It's so good. Okay, Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Ugh. Mm. And then Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. And I don't think you were here at the beginning, but the first card of this week is determination. So here are your two cards, Mary Magdalene and Diana. Here you go, you two. So lovely, out of Goddess Guidance. So these themes have come up over the cards that I've pulled for other people. The unconditional love, and it sort of came out of a card that I pulled for Corey about surrender unhealthy relationships, because the card talked about toxic people, and I was saying that I just don't believe people are toxic. I think people are suffering. They're in a hard place, right? This lifetime is going to be really hard for some people. It doesn't mean that they're toxic. And so I think that's what comes back to this unconditional love. So I feel like you are being tasked with just like sending so much love all of the time. And with Diana being the focused intention, perhaps this is something that you are working on yourself. Like you are in this space of I need to become, and I'm not saying this is what you're saying, but I need to become more comfortable just saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you to me. I love you, tree. I love you, bird. I love you, person. Like that is part of your journey right now, is moving into that space. And so really feel supported in that and feel safe in that. And going back, as I said, to the beginning of the week of determination, see how that unconditional love fits in there for you. And then just accepting what is, and then your decision, which comes, and it becomes so clear. And when you come from a place of love, you know that it just makes sense, right? We're not confused. So that's what I have for you. Okay, Kathy, marvelous cards. Those of you who have never had a personal reading by Noelle, please do it. The guidance provided is unparalleled. Thank you for saying that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think my readings are pretty good. You are welcome, Ash. All right, so that's what I have. Kathy, did you need a card before I hit end stream? Because I would gladly pull one for you. Anyone else need a card? Kimberly 444, I second what Kathy said. Thank you very much for saying that as well. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you staying on for the reading. So yeah, you would like a guidance card. You got it. Yes, I love readings. I love working with my cards. I love just sitting and having the messages come, and I use the cards as a tool to give you the messages that I believe you need and that are being sent to me to give to you. I am a channel for that, and it doesn't come from here. It comes from all over. And I love when that comes through. It feels so good. Okay, so let's get a general card for Kathy. And Kathy, I feel like it's going to be, I think it's going to be Power of Surrender for you as well. A really nice deck, Power of Surrender. And it's a wonderful deck to work with when, we're just going about our day, going about our life, and maybe we're not totally focused on something, right? We're just going about our business, but then something comes up and says, here's a little something for you to work on. So let's get that general card for Kathy. I got it right here. Ooh, surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. There you go. Here you go, Instagram. And that goes right with that card for the middle of the week, acceptance. So it's really easy to get frustrated, right? I mean, we're human. It is a human response. It can come very easily. But with practice, you can avoid that encounter with frustration. You really can. And part of it is being calmly active and actively calm. Part of it is just accepting what is and understanding that there are many things that have nothing to do with you. There are things that are out of your control. And your best bet is to figure out how to deal with what comes across your path every day. That's the only thing you can control. And that's how you can avoid frustration. Sometimes we just have to be frustrated for the sake of being frustrated. Have at it. Have a great time there. But I don't suggest you stay there very long. But sometimes we just have to do it, right? All right, that's what I have. Yeah, resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block goes back to that decision, right? So with frustration, it's going to mess with you. It's going to mess with your mind. And then it's going to be hard for you to see clearly enough to make a good choice. So invite the frustration in if you want to feel it, but then let it go so you can have clarity. That's what I got. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. It was a true pleasure. Start your week off with some serious determination. Yeah, stick to it, hold your ground, but be flexible. All right, sending y'all big love, and I will see you next time, whenever that shall be. Okay, bye. Bye, YouTube. Thank you.